funky stuff. Funky stuff. Funky stuff. But I'm talking to myself. I was on mute. You know, Miss Media together, Reverend Rob, Young Miss, Shawanda Willie, respect, respect, respect. This story is kind of crazy. It's out of Florida. Kind of crazy, but yet I got an update to it. Okay. First, I'm gonna give you the story first. Attempted unalive charge filed against mom who drove kids into the ocean. This happened in March 7th, 2014. Okay. This is what this story was written. Listen to it. The woman, tell me, do she deserve to go to prison or go to a mental health facility? The woman who drove her minivan into the Atlantic Ocean endangered her three children until rescuers charged into the water to pull them out. The Good Samaritans out there, the Good Samaritans that did that. She had been charged with 3 counts of attempted first degree unaliving, authorities in Florida said Friday. The woman, Ebony Wilkerson, 30, was also charged with 3 counts of aggravated child abuse. The Valencia County Sheriff Ben Johnson said she stirred into heavy service. Investigators said she locked the doors of the minivan, rolled up the window, and told the children to close their eyes and go to sleep. Disturbing, ain't it? This is disturbing, isn't it? You're supposed to protect your children at all costs, the sheriff said. You're not supposed to be trying to unalive your children, which the sheriff is right. Here's the age of the children. A 3-year-old girl, a 9-year-old boy, and a 10-year-old girl were taken to a hospital but not seriously hurt and are in protected custody. Investigators said that a woman had tried to stop the rescuer from helping the children. They said one witness reported said one child on Wilkerson left fighting her for the control of the wheel. The 10-year-old later told investigators that her mother took them to the beach so we could die, the sheriff department said. You got to be something wrong with you in trying to unalive your children and drown and unalive yourself. Something got to be wrong, right? Something got to be wrong. Wilkerson, who was more than 6 months pregnant, was removed Friday from a hospital where she had been undergoing mental health evaluation and was on her way to jail, the sheriff said. Accounts from the day before the van went into the water suggest that Wilkerson was in deep distress. Mr. Kimmy, respect to you. This happened in 2014. She has been showing signs of deep distress. That right there tells you something. It goes on to say, 4 days before she drove into the water, she told police in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, that her husband had raped her. She pleaded the account to police in North Charleston the next day and said she thought she was being followed. Respect it, baby. She said her husband had raped her. For all y'all don't know and think a wife or a husband can't rape their wife or husband, you're sadly mistaken. If your wife or your husband tell you no and you continue to try to do it and you do it anyway, that is rape, no matter what. DJ, turn your name, respect. And then she repeated to the North Charleston police. And she said she thought she was being followed. Okay. Her sister called 911 on Tuesday and said she believed Wilkerson was having a psychiatric episode. They told the beach police who stopped Wilkerson that day 2.5 hours before she drove into the water, reported that she showed signs of mental illness. Don't drop to the conclusion, baby. Don't drop the conclusion. Don't drop the conclusion yet. When investigators interviewed Wilkerson in the hospital and asked her what happened on the beach, she said she had endured 14 years of agony with her husband. Seeing confused and jumped from one religious topic to another, according to the sheriff department affidavit. Justice Sheriff said the investigators had not uncovered any indication of mental illness at the time. Kendall Carr, former federal prosecutor in Florida and an NBC News legal analyst, said that prosecutors could have charged Wilkerson only with aggravated child abuse and waited for further interviews and mental health evaluation for deciding whether to upgrade the charges. I'm with that former federal prosecutor. I'm with him. You could have charged her with aggravated child abuse until you found out more about her mental health evaluation. This is clearly a very disturbed woman, Coffey said. Prosecutor could also determine later that lesser charges are appropriate, he said. But he said it's not unusual for police to look at the very basic element of physical conduct and conclude that the probable result of what she had done, if people had not gotten there to rescue them, would have been death. Not only she would have unalived her 3 children, she would have unalived herself and the 4th one she was carrying. In the case of Adrienne Yates, the Houston woman who drowned her 5 children in the bathtub in 2001, prosecutors conceded that she was suffering from mental illness, but charged her with murder anyway. Yates was later found not guilty by reason insanity, a legal standard different from mental illness. The sheriff said that Wilkerson's husband, Lefford Rajan, promised to talk to the investigator Thursday, but never showed. Rajan is listed as a suspect in the Myrtle Beach police report. The Myrtle Beach police spokesman said Friday that the investigation is still open, but he declined to provide specifics. So that goes to show you 14 years of abuse in a relationship. Okay, if a husband says he was going to go talk to the police and not show up, wouldn't that give you some kind of pause? Why not? He don't want to go talk to him. Roger had not been charged with a crime. He could not immediately be reached for comment. Okay. I'm trying to find some more news article. Okay. That right there, you see what she's been charged with. Do y'all still think she should be locked up in jail? Do you think she should be locked up in jail? Okay. Remember, everybody in, I forgot what they was. Okay, here's December the 12th, 2014. December 12th, 2014. The Daily Mail said, mother who tried to unalive her 3 children by driving van into the ocean is found not guilty by reason of insanity. The 3 attempted murder unalive counts were dropped against Ebony Wilkerson in a Florida court on Friday. Wilkerson 33 judged not guilty by reason of insanity and here to be held next week to see if she should be involuntarily hospitalized. Pregnant at the time of her arrest, she reportedly punched her belly after being taken into custody and had to undergo sexual active treatment. Wilkerson gave birth to a boy after her arrest. The child is in the custody of her husband, Lefford Rajan. I don't think her husband should have had custody of the child. Because don't tell what kind of mental damage, physical damage he did to that woman. Her mother was insane when she drove her 3 children into the ocean and therefore not guilty of child abuse, a Florida judge determined on Friday. 3 attempted underlying counts were dropped against Ebony Wilkinson, who showed little emotion during her appearance in a courtroom in Daytona Beach, Florida. And what you said, Miss Media? Miss Media said, I'm gonna put this up. She remembered when Obama got elected, a man decided that his family would not be guided by a man of color. He unaligned the family and himself. I remember that too. I remember that. Okay. We finished. Oh, I got some more. I got some more for you. Okay. That was March. And here's the latest update. Said she was freed. Right. 5 years of confinement ends for a mentally ill mother of 4. 5 years after she drove her minivan with her kids into the rough surf of Daytona Beach, Ebony Wilkinson had been allowed to return home to her family in South Carolina. Circuit Judge Raul Zam allowed Wilkinson authorities to leave Daytona Beach in a state of conditional release, which included continue to take medication and seeing mental health providers, which is what she is doing now. But instead of having them here, she is going to have them in South Carolina, she said her attorney, Assistant Public Defender Jay Crocker. Wilkinson, 38, is rejoining her family in Somerville, South Carolina for the first time since the now famous drive along the beach on March 4, 2014. She is relieved and happy, Crocker said. Wilkinson is also not allowed to be with her children unsupervised until his therapist decide supervision is no longer necessary according to the terms of the release. Among other conditions, many having to do with seeing counselor, taking medication. Wilkinson is barred from owning or having access to firearms, which, okay, Ms. Media, that goes to say that some people means, I don't know what you under construction, others are ignored. You're right, they are. But I'm glad they didn't ignore this one. See, it could have been catastrophic for her. It's a lot of people want to holler about they want to plead they are insane, mentally incapable of standing trial, but that which make it hard for a woman like her, and many other women, men like her, to get a fair shake. We could have been living in a transition facility in Daytona Beach for the past year. Their mother's 5-year-long trap through the system included giving birth to Halifax Health Medical Center while she was in the custody of the Cattle Branch Jail. At one point during her incarceration, Wilkinson ended up naked in a jail cell for 7 hours after correction officer took her gown away because they said she was repeatedly using it to cover the cell window, preventing them from seeing her. So you know there's something wrong with her. Mental illness is real, people. No, it doesn't matter which way you slice it or dice it, it is real. Some people fake the funk, say they have mental illness, but some people really, truly has it. Now check this out. After before she stirred her honestly into the sea near the Silver Beach approach, Wilkinson had talked about demons at her sister's house in Daytona Beach. The sister, concerned for Wilkinson's safety, called police. Remember, respect. The Daytona Beach officer talked to Wilkinson a couple of hours before she drove into the ocean, but they did not find sufficient reason to take her to protective custody for mental evaluation under the State Baker Act. Soon after that, her van was spotted driving recklessly along the beach, and then it went into the surf as rescue rushed to help. See, we cannot overlook mental illness. Some people got mental illness. Some are is insane. Some is more insane than others. Some mental illness is worse than others. So we cannot tell what people are going through and what they went through. At that point, officer did take her in for a mental health evaluation. Prosecutor later charged Wilkerson with 3 counts of attempted second-degree unalive and felony child abuse. The attempted unalive charge was eventually dropped. Wait a minute. You took her in before the evaluation was finished. You took her in before the doctors gave a diagnosis of her. At a court hearing before Circuit Judge Leah Case in December 2014, Wilkerson talked about saints instead of demons. Wilkerson testified that she was thinking God was with her and that her children needed a cleansing when she drove into the surf. Just keep going. Kept following the Holy Spirit, Wilkerson said. I would have followed the Holy Spirit wherever it went. I also remember as I would follow the Holy Spirit, these came towards me. Wilkerson also said that she did not realize that day that her children could have been harmed by her driving to the surf. She said she was not trying to hurt them. I believe it. She wasn't. She was. I don't think she was. Do y'all think she was trying to harm them? Do you think she was trying to harm them? I don't know. I don't know if she was trying to harm them or not. But she wasn't taking no meds. She wasn't seeing no counselor. Like I said, we don't know what her husband did to her. We don't know. But it looked like it took a toll on her and estimated her mental illness to a certain state that she wanted to unalive herself and her 4 children. She said her children got straight A's and that she shuttered them to karate, dance, and other activities to help their social development. She said, I love my babies. They are part of me. They are part of my life, Wilkerson said in court. A psychiatrist for the state testified that Wilkerson had a schizoaffective disorder, and that 9 years earlier she was hearing voices telling her to kill her, to unalive herself or her family. Wilkerson said she realized she had a mental illness. I understand now that there was no angels, there was no demons. I understand now I don't see any of this. I don't have voices in my head. I don't have any delusion. I know right from wrong. I can see now that I'm getting treatment, she testified. That was good for her. But you know how this is gonna go. You know how this is gonna go. She's feeling good. She knows none of that, and she knows right from wrong. But she knows people know they still got to take that medication that they give them. They still got to go see a counselor and get treatment. Because they don't, they might fall back in the same rut they was in. That's in us. Any kind of treatment that you decide to go get whatever. So, do she deserve to be in prison or get the help that she got? Ask that question again. Judge Case found Wilkerson not guilty by reason of the sentence to 3 counts on felony child abuse and then committed her to a state psychiatric hospital. That's what I would have did. I would have committed her to a psychiatric hospital so she get evaluated to get help. I was very shocked at her testimony, Case said in court after one of Wilkerson hearing. And then she went on to say that driving to the ocean with a van for the kid wasn't dangerous. Wilkerson was eventually discharged from the state hospital and seemed to be on the path to recovery at a residential treatment center in Lake Wales when she stopped taking her medication in May 2016 and suffered a psychiatric a mental breakdown, and so she walked out of the facility and ran into a busy highway, forcing a semi-truck to slam on the brakes to avoid hitting her and another vehicle to veer into the median. A police officer rescued her before she was struck and just sent her back to the psychiatric hospital. See what I'm telling you? You see what I'm telling you? Because it seemed like she didn't feel herself. When people in that kind of state feel like they don't feel like they self because they on this medication, you're talking to a psychiatrist and you kind of woozy, right? So what should you do? How should you react? How do you should feel? An expedited judge Case at a hearing in July 26th sent her back to the state psychiatric hospital. She's not stable, Case said at the time. Wilkerson remained at the state hospital until Case ruled in June 2017 that she could be released to transitional housing where she would be monitored by health care specialists. I like that. I like that. I like that. Wilkerson had a period before, I forgot the judge's name, in June asking to leave and rejoin her family. Assistant State Attorney Kevin Sullivan did not object to Wilkerson being allowed to leave the state on Thursday. Sullivan had not objected in June either, as long as Wilkerson followed several conditions, among those to see a psychiatrist regularly and continue with her counseling, and submitted to injection of psychotropic, some drug, and be supervised whenever she is alone with her children. But the other judge said he was concerned about being able to enforce those conditions once Wilkerson left Florida and did not allow her to leave then. Those concerns were apparently resolved on Thursday when Wilkerson, accompanied by her husband and some friends and family, appeared before at the S.J. Schwarzman Justice Center in Daytona Beach. Crocker said summed up his feeling as relief and joy. This woman had been needing to get back with her family for some time, Crocker said. State Attorney R.J. said a mental health expert paved the way for Ms. Wilkerson to return to a traditional and stable environment. Our objective has always been for her to be mentally rehabilitated and reunited with her family. In an email statement, Wilkerson had been living for more than 2 years at Stone Soup Community Development, which is an outreach ministry of the Free Spirit Evangelical Outreach Ministry in Daytona Beach. Ruth Palmer, the founder of the ministry, said they will miss Wilkerson but are happy for her. She said Wilkerson sang in the choir and cooked and even ran a catering business with her last job, catering a birthday party at the church. She also set up ministry first mental health banquet. It's a touching story. Like I said, long people do what they're supposed to do and don't rush out of that mental state. They some of desire to be not taking medication. You got to be something mental wrong with you. You drive your van into the ocean with your children in it. Got to be gone, gone somewhere if you drive your van into the ocean with your children in it. Then to get charged, which day she got charged with. Instead of waiting for the mental evaluation to be concluded. Then they'll say they found her not guilty because reasonable of insanity. Which I think is the right call. Which they allow her to get help. But think about it, there's so many women that is locked up in county jails, in city jail, in prison, that is just like her, is not getting the proper treatment. Some gonna get back on the street, and we don't know what they're gonna do. There's some on the street right now that got mental health issues. No, she wasn't. She wasn't. She couldn't have been. She couldn't have been. She couldn't have been. No, I don't think she was. But her sister said she's been going through that a lot. But like I said, it's if she stopped taking the medicine like some mental health people. Stop taking the medication. Because they say they make them feel drowsy, slow, and everything else. And stop going to counseling. Stop doing the work. Stop going to talking to the people you're supposed to talk to. When a normal person with that kind of mind do what she did, don't know. But you got to ask your question. What is a normal mind? What is a normal mind? Nobody knows what a normal mind is. Like I always say before, some people are more mental and insane that they'll ask that question, they'll put that time up there. Did that mother deserve to be in prison or go to a mental health facility to get treatment? Did the judges make the right call? Did the prosecutors make the right call? We don't know. We'll find out. Split together to play with. Mental health is nothing to play with. Because anything to set you off, to make you lose your mind. You see somebody get out alive. You see a house on fire. Smell different things. Y'all gonna have to do it from the chat. Y'all gonna have to do it from the chat. Hold on. I'm gonna go to a commercial and I'll be right. Hold on, go to a commercial. I'm just gonna pick one. Okay. Is everybody back? Everybody back. Okay. I just want to make sure. Yeah, I went through the whole lot. Oh, let me change the backdrop. Let me change the backdrop. Let me change the backdrop. Hold on, hold on. Why y'all ain't tell me? Why y'all ain't tell me that the backdrop was Let me go back and come back in. Yeah, we was in the mission. Yeah, we was in the mission. Okay, you're back. I ask you again. Should people should everybody get arrested, whatever go through, go get a mental evaluation? Should everybody go get a mental evaluation? Should we go get a mental evaluation? What's up, Sky? Should we go get a mental evaluation to see where we stand on that scale? So there's some people in real life that need treatment, but don't want to go get that treatment because they don't like how that medicine make them feel. How we feel normal. But the question I have again is, what is normal? Are we normal? Are we all just a little insane? Are we just a little insane? Are we just a little insane? But there are more people that more insane in the real world. Not only just the ones that locked up, taking some of these people that go to court, the defendants, they want to use the mental health. They are not getting because of reasonable insanity. Why do they be trying to use that as a get out of jail free card? So there's some people that play like they insane, but not insane, but also they get the medication which and they have to take it. Guess what that does? They turn them inside out, make them insane, make them real insane. So what should we do? How should we handle people that got mental health? How should we handle people that thinks they have mental health? How should you treat your family member? Would you let your family member live with you if you know they insane? Would you make sure your family member go to their counseling? Would you make sure that your family member taking their meds? What would you do to keep your family member sane, as they would say, closed in their right mind, as they would say? What would you do? What would you do? Would you keep your family members safe from hurting themselves and others? I tell you what to do, especially if they do not want to take their medication, right? Sometimes you got to trick them into taking their medication. Sometimes you got to trick them to take their medication. I know they're cruel. I know that trickery. The question is, are you doing it for them Are you doing it for them? Or are you doing it for yourself? Or you're afraid for yourself? Or you're afraid for them? See, I would be afraid for myself. I'd be afraid for them. Yeah, you're right. It depends on their DSM level, Miss Media. 1 through 5 category. Hold up. You tried everything legal one time. You didn't like it, did you? See, and the thing is, if you love your relative, your sister, your brother, your aunt, your uncle, mother, father, you will make sure they take their medicine, take them pills. But thing is, what is insanity? What is insanity? Is somebody pulling their hair out insanity? Is somebody talking to themselves insanity? Is somebody taking off their clothes and running down the street butt naked in the middle of rush hour? Is that insanity? Is somebody taking a knife and just cutting themselves? Is that insanity? I leave it. There you go, Sky. You're right. It's turning your mental. Oh, you had to let it go. Had to do like Teddy Pendergrass. Had to let her go. Had to let her go. All right. As you're supposed to let her go. And the media said the environment in which you are raised determines your mental. It does. I'll tell you what else. You let the if you're raised in a crazy household in a crazy environment, don't necessarily gonna make you crazy. It's only if you indulge in that craziness in that environment you in. Because you notice there's some people raised in a crazy environment that are not insane. There's some people raised in a non-insane environment that are insane. So we got to take especially American, we got to start taking it serious. I'm gonna ask y'all this question right here. You right, it does. It also you right, Miss Me, strong will or weak will. You right. It all depends on that too. I'm gonna ask y'all this question. All right, you got a relative, right? And they was like Wilkerson that drove the van into the ocean. They were like that. Would you let them come live with you? Oh, you hit that on the head. You hit that right on the head. You can't escape it. You cannot escape it at all. Think about it. Mom and dad don't tell you what side of the it might come from your mom's side of the family, might come from your dad's side of the family. Don't know. Think about it. It might say the couple had 8 kids. That might skip the first 7, and the last child might have it. Just saying, it's crazy. It it's so crazy and insane that people don't want to believe it and people don't want to talk about it. I want to ask y'all. I'm gonna ask y'all this question by show one or two. Do you think the more insane people are in prison, jail, prison, county jail, city jail? Put a one in the chat. If you think that. Put a two. You think the most insane, mental unstable, insane people are out of jail or free? Which one is it? Which one is it? The system be failing up people. Is there more insane people locked up that's not than that is not locked up, or there are more insane people that's not locked up that is than that is locked up? The question is, do you think there are more people locked up that is insane, or do you think there are more people that is not locked up is insane? One is people, some of the people that locked up. Let me rephrase that. Let me get it right. Is there more insane people locked up? If you think that, put a one. If there are more insane people that's not locked up, put a two. I kind of figured that. I got 1, 2 in the chat. I figured you're gonna say that, Miss Media. I ain't figured how to do that yet, Miss Media. I ain't figured how to do that yet. I ain't figured how to do that yet. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have to get him to show you how to do that. How to post a poll up here. Yeah, we might have to. I think we're having a meeting tomorrow too. So, so, and I think I'll probably have to do it on my laptop too. So I'm doing this live by my phone because I had to get this live in for people go to sleep and get sleepy. Not saying you will. But this needs to be talked about, and it goes back to the question I asked: did the judge and the prosecutor do the right thing? Okay. Did the judge and the prosecutor do the right thing in Ms. Wilkerson case? Then there's a lot of mental people don't get that treatment. Does not get that shake in court. I didn't call no name. I call your name, but yeah, it just it just behooves to me that there's not enough talk about mental health, and there's not no mental health people to go to self-seeing to diagnose the person. for the cops, with the cops, with the police. Because a police cannot diagnose a person their mental capacity. That way we get some locked up. Some get let back out. Do you think a mass shooter is insane? Oh yeah, but it's like we. Do you think people that go around, other people have a mass casualty is insane, or they just want to do it? Do you think they just want to do it, or they insane? Do you think people that talk to themselves is has mental health? Some on do, some on don't. How many? I'm gonna ask you a question. How many in the chat talk to themselves? How many of y'all talk to yourself? How many of y'all talk to yourself? If you haven't seen that viral video, okay, you talk to yourself. How many do y'all answer yourself? That's what I want to know. How many of y'all answer yourself? Do you ask yourself? Say, hey, I'm over here. Okay, I'll give that. How many of you talk to yourself around other people when you're around other people? How many of y'all talk to yourself and ask yourself around other people? We all don't have that dumb moment. And you know what I think in that moment is not that you're saying that mental health. You just thinking out loud. Thinking out loud. But I'm not gonna be on alone with this because I might revisit this either Friday or Saturday. I might revisit this, but I'm glad got the help that she needed. I wonder. I wonder how she doing. That was 2019. That was 5 years ago. I wonder how she doing. How is her mental health? So not only you got to take care of your mind, your body, and your soul, you got all that. Your mind, your body, your soul, all that is your mental capacity. You got to take care of your mental. Take care of your mental. Because if you don't take care of your mental gonna get the best of you. And you'll be walking down the street butt naked and dead in minus 13 degrees weather with no clothes on, and you think you're hot. Think you're down there at the beach. Thank y'all for coming. And I will see y'all next go around. You know, as I say, thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Cause you know one thing, you can do for yourself. Love and respect for yourself. So you can see through the BS and love yourself. Cause self-love is the best love. Cause if you don't love yourself, That's how middle it is saying it is. If you don't love yourself, it's mentally insane not to love yourself. Hold on, all here, Wayne. Hold on, I gotta do this. I gotta do this ball hit. Hold on, let me do this. Let me go back here. Thank you, ball head Wayne. Thank you. I gotta do this right quick. For let me do this right quick. Hold on. Y'all caught me. I'm gonna eat some salad. Eat salad. You see that? I'm eating salad. Right now. Thank you, Ballhead Wayne, for that super sticker. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Nate the Great, respect to you. How many remember that story, Miss Media? And we talked about, I don't know, it was on Wolfpack Angel, what else is the chat? I forgot which one it was. About this dude. He didn't supposed to be driving, right? And he goes to court. By way of Zoom, right? And the judge asked him, was he driving? It's a twist to it. Okay. Listen to this. Why was the driver license still suspended 2 years after a judge ordered it lifted? See, a judge ordered this man suspended license that was suspended, lifted 2 years prior to that, right? Hold on, so you gotta get up here. Corey Harris that went viral has garnered a lot of laugh, but it is no joke for Harris, who is trying to understand how he even ended up being charged with driving with license suspended. I got to play the video. Hold on. Okay, let me go. Let me play the video. Hold on. Hold on. Let me find the video. Hold on. Let me find it. Give me a minute. I gotta go find. Hold on. Here we go. Tell me if y'all can see it or not. Right here.
Should be present with this deal. Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually. So I'm 1 second. I'm parking right now. You stationary? I'm pulling in right now at this second. Yes, I am. All right. What are we doing? Respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, possibly 4 weeks the court would allow. So maybe I don't understand something.
Hold on.
This is
Give me a minute. Yes, he was. Yes, he was, Miss Media. Yes, he was.
Update for you. Some twist. The new update.
Here we go.
This is Public Defender.
I'm going to make sure I don't do that stupid with that. Here you go.
Mr. Harris, actually, I'm pulling into my.
Ah, shoot. Did it again.
Actually, so just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now. I'm pulling in right now at this second. Yes, I am. All right. Where are you?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, possibly 4 weeks the court would allow.
So maybe I don't understand something. This is a driver while license suspended?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And he was just driving. And he didn't have a license.
That's what the charge is, Your Honor, yes.
No, I'm looking at the record. He doesn't have a license. He's suspended and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
I don't even know why we would do that. So, defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond. All right, put up a picture for a mass.
If you don't feel like talking, you don't have to come on and talk. No. That ain't how it went. Okay. That is not how it went. Yeah, that fool pulled up to a doctor while on Zoom for his court case for driving on a suspended license. You're right. Common sense is this time of life, right? But there's a twist. There's a twist to this, Miss Media, Miss Chicago, Nate, everybody else that's in here. There's a twist to this. There's a twist. And here it comes. Oh, I'm not bleeping. Guess what? The suspension is tied to a child support case with Saginaw County Friend of the Court. And in January 2022, a judge ordered that suspension to be lifted to allow Harris to drive again. January 2022, a judge ordered that suspension be lifted to allow Harris to drive again. It all came about. The suspension was tied to child support. It was tied to child support. Now here come the mama jumbo. Here it comes right here. But according to the Michigan Secretary of State office, they never received a clearance for the Friend of the Court in 2022. So Harris' suspension was never lifted. Somebody dropped the ball. Somebody dropped the ball on that one. But still, if you knew you had a court hearing on Zoom, I would have. Okay. Harris recently appeared on a court review that showed him driving. We know that. Okay. I know that one. And this is what Harris said. He said he was driving his wife to the doctor's because her medical condition was worsened. I'm asking you, if your significant other, your child, anybody in your family, medical condition was worsening, and you had suspended license, at least you thought your license was suspended, or you had suspended license. Will you drive them to the hospital, the doctor's office, or the hospital? Would you take that chance? I sure would. I sure would. I take that chance. I'm not gonna let my loved one that's in pain sit there in pain. I would take them. So I see when that first story came out, that part wasn't in there. Now we see what it was, and his suspension came because of child support. Wait a minute, hold up. You suspended my license because of child support? Come on. They got to do more better than that. Seven News Detroit had reached out to the prosecutor as well as Harris Defense Attorney Office. And speaking for the Public Defense Office, a county sports person said they do not comment on ongoing cases. The Saginaw County Friend of Court has also not responded to their call, but Friday afternoon, the Secretary of State office confirmed that they never received a clearance from the friend of the court that would have allowed him to be reinstated after he paid some fees. Ms. Crane, Deputy Legal Director for the Michigan Secretary of State, said helping people clear up suspension on their license is exactly why they created the Road to Restoration program, where they hold clinics across Michigan, helping people sort through the complications of getting their driver's license reinstated. Sometimes it is simple as we at the clearance Secretary of Office did not get a clearance for the court that everything was done, but something happened in the wires, and we needed to talk to the court to get the clearance and clean it up for the resident. Of course. Yeah, it benefits the judicial system. Because you know what? The judicial system, you got to pay court costs, fines, and fees. And then get what? If you're lucky enough to get a bond, you got to pay the bond. They dropped the ball. 2022, here's 2024. 2 years, and somebody dropped the ball. Who the winner dropped the ball? One person blamed one place, blamed on this place, and the other place blamed on the place that were blaming on them. They're playing volleyball. They're playing tennis. They got a good volley going. They got a good volley going. What would y'all say? It happened up in Queens, Queenie. It happened up in Queens. I don't know why these folks in this next story happened up in Queens. Then I'm gonna get out of here. This next story happened up in Queens. Let me see, can I find it? Hold on. See, can I find it? Hold on. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Let's see, can I find it? Hold on. I'm fine. I got it. I found it. Nate, you might want to. I got a question. I want you to see this clip. I want you to see this clip. Hold I want you to see this. I want y'all to see this clip right here. I want y'all to see this right here. I'm gonna turn it up. I'm gonna turn it up for you. Hold on. I want y'all to see this clip right here. Nate, I want you to see this happened in Queens. That's closer. That's closer.
With millions watching.
Which is very close to this. Play real close to this, right? All right. Think about it. That happened in Queens, New York. See, he actually spit on that young lady at a protest. At a protest, a peaceful protest. Them young, I don't know if they were Italian, I don't know what they was, but I'm calling Caucasian, light skinned, colonizer. These protesters wasn't bothering nobody. Call her a fat B, calling her the N word, calling her the N word, and spit on her, spit on them. I want to ask you this question. Where could respect will put Terry down? Respect. I want to ask you this question right here. You think if there was some brown black males that were walking down that street, you think they would have had that much energy for them? Do you think they would have had that much energy for them? Yeah, they are. I don't think they would have that much energy for some black males. Respect among the black TV. I don't think they would have had. They wouldn't have tried that. They picked on the weakest one. I'm gonna tell you what they said. What the women said, right? I'm gonna tell you what the women said. All right, hold on. I'm telling you what the women said. Hold on. Let me see. Can I find it? Just what these women said, right? If y'all can read it, I'm sure it again. Hold on, give me a minute, Miss Media. Before I show it again, these women said these grown men spat on us, groped us, and verbally assaulted us at a peaceful protest, which they said today in Queens. Which today is what? May 3rd on a Monday. Okay, I'm finna show it to you. Hold on. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. That what she said. This was in Queens, New York. This was in Queens, New York. Hold on. Ah, shit. Hold on. Let me get this right. Let me get this right. Which man? Here we go.
With millions.
See, they would have got that work. They would have got that work. See, I couldn't have been there. I couldn't have been standing by and watched them deliver to them females. I couldn't have said by. If any men in the chat, could you have stood by and watched them men do them women like that and spit on 'em and call them a fat B? Could you stood by and let that happen? And it was just a peaceful protest. Yeah, it was just a peaceful protest. Now, if that that was just evil, right? That was just evil. And just say there's a black man with somebody nearby. Now, if there's a black man somewhere nearby, and just let that happen, let that man spit and call them young black uh, 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 sister out of their name and spit on them. Shame on them. Shame on them. Because I look at this right here. You spit on somebody skin that color is that tone. I'll take you. I would take that like you spit on my mama, my sister, my niece. That's how I would take it. How would you take it? See, there should be no place for that. Them so-called men should right there in Queens. Right there in Queens, they should have got that belt whoop. See, I know down here, oh, ain't gonna be no spitting, groping, and verbally assaulting on black woman or any woman. Now, if I see it, yeah, it is. I'll tell you why I said that. I seen a brother downgrade a sister, and I stepped in the middle of it. I said, "Hey, brother," I said, "You downgrading her for what?" I said, "Do you have a kid?" Yeah. He said, "I got two daughters." He told me he got two daughters, right? Then I said, "Okay, what if a man was doing your two daughters just like you doing her?" He said, "I'll be mad." Okay, why you gonna be mad? Because you doing her the same way. Why you gonna do her that way, but you want nobody to do your daughters like that? I ain't know them. I ain't know the man. I ain't know the one for Adam, the Eve. I ain't know them from anybody. But that's just the right thing to do. That was just the right thing to do. See, I would see. Thing is, they would have got charged with see spitting on somebody. I think. Hold up. I know if my memory serves right, that is aggravated assault. I think. Well, I think. Don't quote me on it. Don't quote me on it. Let me look it up. Well, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Guess what? Spitting on someone is unlawful touching of another person or in a threatening manner as spitting does may fall under simple battery. Spitting on someone is battery, which is also a crime because there is contact and it results in a physical act that has harm or physical content. See, that is assault. Although it is simple assault, but this day and age of diseases, it could be upgraded. Because it might get in your eye, it might get in your mouth. But you never know when somebody's going to spit. So if he would have did that to a man, her skin tone, her skin complexion, you already know what would have happened. You know what would have happened. It's crazy how these folks do what they do and constantly get away with it. And you can't blame it on mental health either. They know exactly what they're doing, and they know exactly what they was saying. See, I know what the problem was. They was in the wrong part of Queens. They was in the wrong part of Queens one day. You think they would try that in the Bronx, Brooklyn, Harlem? You think they would have tried that there? They probably would have, but they would have got something. I'm gonna have to lay this in the chat, and the men in the chat. What would you do if somebody did that to you? What would you would have did if what would you would have did if your wife, your daughter, or you just sat on the corner, you saw the man open that sister or their sisters. And I ain't talking about that's a kid, as sister, but as melanated sister, black sisters. Said what say. Did you hear that? What happened? Hold on, wait a minute. What the hell you two doing? Hold on, wait a minute. I know I gave you one, Static. I know I gave you one. Hold on, wait a minute. I know I gave you one. Oh, I would too. Hey, I would too. I'd be in jail. Hold on. Somebody been. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hold on. There you go, cuz. Go ahead. All right. There you go. Type in the chat, y'all, too. I know I had gave you one. Oh, I made sure they didn't get this one. See, I've been locked up. I've been like that. Static, did you hear what happened in Queens, didn't you? You heard what happened in Queens today. You heard what happened in Queens today, right? Some new age Italian Caucasian spit up some peaceful protester. I'm gonna ask you a question, Static. I'm ask you a question. That could have been you. I already know that could have been you. Nah, that could have. Oh, that could have been you. I know Miss Media could have been Miss Media. I know it could have been none of the women in my chat that they did that to. Y'all would turn around and slap the mess out of them and kick them in them, you know what, in between the legs, wouldn't you? See, you spit it on somebody, and they just like slapping somebody. That's disrespectful. And they try to disrespect you. And what they did, disrespect that them women who were peaceful protesters. But I don't know what the protest was about. So why in the world? See, they did it because they knew them females weren't going to do nothing. Then they won't tell brothers and sisters go back where they came from. Now, why don't you take your butt where you came from? Am I right? Take your butt back where you came from. Take your butt back where you came from. Cause we don't need you here. We do not need you here. So if you want to be here, you want to respect me. If you can't respect me, hey, let's go a few rounds. I want to make you respect me. Cause if you still don't respect me, every time I see you, we're gonna throw some hands. We're gonna throw some hands. So that is totally disrespectful what them folks did to them women. I'm like this. If you come, bald head, Armando, I'm gonna ask y'all this question, gentlemen. I'm gonna ask y'all this question, gentlemen. Do y'all feel like me? What if you were standing on the street corner and saw this going down? What would you do? What would you do? Would you stand by and let it happen? Or you go over there and protect them females? What would you do? I know an answer I would give you. See, I can't do nothing about the person that was recording. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that by recording. But guess what? Soon he would have fixed it now. Soon he would have did that. Oh, you already know what was coming. He been laying out. He be laid out. He be look at. He be laid out like sheetrock. I could stand by the ball here. I could stand by. Groping them women, verbally assaulting them. Just because, and spit on them just because the color tone on their skin. Make that real right there. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, but the way I feel about it, all this stuff. See, That's a different kind of, that what happened to Queen is a different kind of mental illness. That mental illness is called stupidity. Because if the right melanated man would have saw them do that. Let me rephrase that. The right melanated men would have saw them do that. You already know what would have happened. You already know what would have happened. And the one about him driving on suspended license, that's another kind of mental lapse of judgment. But guess what? He take it away to a hospital because a medical condition was worsening. I don't blame him. Somebody dropped the ball. Somebody dropped the ball on his butt. Somebody dropped the ball. And that first story, she was declared not guilty because reasonable of insanity. She's doing good. She's doing good now. So, no reason I did that to show you 3 stages of insanity. What Wilkerson got is the real deal of reasonable insanity mental health condition. Oh boy, just had a mental lapse, but it was his mental lapse that got him caught up in that situation. It's a mental lapse of the justice system that got him caught up in that situation. And the last one is stupidity. They ain't no mental lapse, they're just stupidity because they chose the right people, the right gender to do that to. Think about it. There's different level to mental health. You take care of your body, take care of your soul, take care of your heart, and guard your head, guard your mental faculties. I'm about to roll out. Y'all have a good rest of a Monday night. Like I always say, love and respect yourself, because when you love and respect yourself, you can see through all the BS. Self-love is the best love. Peace. I'm out.